And we are live. Welcome everyone to the Season 2 Offseason. Here for the Texarkana Bandits Dynasty. It didn't end the way we would have liked. We don't have 10 wins on the year. But we're a much better team than we were after year one. That, I think, is a guarantee. I think we can live happily knowing we are a much better team than we were this time last season. Doing all my double checks. As well as figured I'd tell you I got a Clemson Georgia Tech on to my side. It's the battle of the century. ESPN Plus versus OBS. We'll see who wins. But I got Georgia Tech Clemson to the side so I can keep track of watching Clemson get their ass beat, which is such a nice thing to see. Jaren, welcome to the stream, man. How's your Saturday been so far? Watching Maryland kill Towson. I mean, should be the situation. It should be the situation. I'm gonna work out on my controller, but there'll be some shit on my controller. 31 zip in the second. Yeah, that's a beatdown, alright. That is a fucking beatdown. So, we are gonna go over early National Signing Day here early just because, you know, we got some names to look at. But first, as we always do, who you got? I went over the bracket in the bowl game episode, but as we always do here, who you got? It does suck to lose the bowl game, Dash, but, you know, it shows we got a lot of work to do when we're losing to Conference USA teams like that. Now, I did, you know, mix and match the quarterbacks and all that, but still, we got work to do. We ain't ready for that SEC jump just yet. Your house just depressed. That might not be a glitch. With the way Duolingo does random shit, that might be a thing they're doing. You don't know. It might be a legitimate thing. It's great. It sounds amazing. But it could be legit. So you got LSU, Georgia. You know what? I'm going to go the sleeper route. I'm going to say Duke takes it. I'm going to say Duke comes out of nowhere and takes it. And in case anybody forgot, we should point out, Arch Manning finally won the Heisman. He finally did it. He's going to go pro, probably, I would assume. Finally won the Heisman. We went over All-Americans. I did not go over the entire bowl season, just because that's a lot of games to go over, and I don't know if you guys care to see that. But here are your rankings before bowl season. Because I did forget to show that because I had legitimately forgotten when I was recording things that we were ranked. Which, bro, we're ranked over Coach Prime. We were ranked over Coach Prime. Now, given they are 8-4 and we're 9-4, but ranked over Coach Prime. Coach Cofield needs to get his fucking respect. Give this man his props. The guns are out for a reason. Oh, and in case you were wondering, I do always take a look at the offers just to see what was being offered. The Indiana head coaching job was up for it. The DC job at Mizzou, the DC job at Nebraska, and the NC State head coaching job. Which, inside, I would love to take it, but we ain't leaving fucking Texarkana. We here to stay, damn it. Alright, let's look at National Signing Day. So, first name was our big one. We had been trying to get Byron Robbins from the get-go. This was our guy. This was our guy from the get-go. He is normal development. I kind of figured as much, given he wasn't a gem. I figured he was probably going to be normal. There's always a chance you get an impact without the gem. But he was our prime objective. We did bring him in. I'm interested to see if he can play defensive back. At 6'1", 185, I'm interested to see if he can play defensive back. So. And the only reason I say that is because we have Eric Wells right here who, if we can bring him in, we'll be good. We'll be good. You still got Esteban Crozier. Dante Blade right now, we are the heavy favorites. Let's hope it stays that way. I do worry it's not going to. Quincy Queen, normal development quarterback. Perfectly fine. We got guys in the back. Yeah, I'll still cry. Absolute mood. Yep. I doubt Little Mac's losing this spot. I doubt it. He has elite development, so I doubt it. Although, we'll see what Sanford Lavelle does. We'll see how he develops. I don't know. It could always be a fight for it. But we got David Kukua. Or Kukwa. Brain's not with it right now, apparently. More depth on that offensive line because Lord knows we need it. Still normal development. You got Camelot. Normal development. Tony Torres, who we needed center depth so damn bad. I will be looking at centers. The Saints trade. Okay, don't tell me. I want to find it on Twitter. Don't tell me about it. What did the Saints do? What did the Saints do? What the fuck? Excuse? I didn't know you could do that. Time out. You can trade players on IR? Madden, get your shit together. That now has to be in the game. Holy shit. I didn't know you could do that. Leave it to the Saints to trade for a player that they can't even use till next season. If that does not tell you they have just already given up on the season, I don't know what does. Alright, well, at least I know no one can ever be as stupid as the Saints front office. They're starting to give Trent Baalke, I think, a run for his money. We are first for Anthony Martino right now. Nick Coates. I just wanted more athletes, if I'm being honest. That's kind of why some of these athletes are on here. Not gonna lie. But, you know. We got Christian Swoop. He was an early pickup. I like him a lot as a developmental guy. I hope his caps are high. Because I think he could be pretty good in the long run. I'm worried, but I think he could be pretty good in the long run. Already 71 zone coverage for free safety. You guys know I like my ball hawks back there, so I think he could be pretty good in the long run. And then Tavita Fianu. He's kind of here for depth. He's here for depth. I like his coverage ability early on, but he's here for depth. That's all he is here for. Dear Lord, Klubnik, what are you doing? Alright, some of the other guys we're looking at. Jared Paul should get him. We should have him locked in. Joey Hannon. Think we've got a good shot at him. This is the big one. Right here. This guy's the big one. Look at this man. Look at him. AJ Matlock. This is the most important recruit of the bunch. Don't worry about any other recruit. Because look at the fucking kick power. We'll go from being worried about 42-yard kicks, which I was, to making 50 plus. Will it always be accurate? That I don't know. But we'll have a shot. And that's all that really matters. Then you got a couple other guys here. Monte Weaver, the athlete, who I just like for having more athletes on the board. And the gym fullback, Viliami Bush. This is our guy. This is our guy. We're going to get him. We're going to team him up with all the other backs on the team, and we're going to be happy about it. You got Fabian Vines and Juan Priester, just because, you know, I wanted some more athletes. Priester doesn't like us right now, though. I just added him like the last week. So that's all for that. Let's go to manage staff for a second. Because I'm perfectly fine keeping our OC and DC right now. I think we did fine. I don't think there's a reason to fire them. Do I think the offense wasn't as good as it could be? Yeah, but I don't think it was god-awful. So even if I could fire them here, I wouldn't. Will we lose Ryan Beard? Maybe. Maybe. Let's go ahead and move ahead a week. Oh, yeah, you guys haven't seen the possible transfers. There's a lot of possibility for transfers. I don't know how many of them are actually going to look to transfer, but there is a chance we lose a bit of our wide receiving core. I'm not too terribly worried about losing anybody overall, but, you know, there's a chance we lose some of our wide receiving core. Buddy Gordon is your Sunbelt Defensive Player of the Week. Because we were one of the only Sunbelt teams to be playing that week. That's the only reason. Alright, staff moves. I want to see. Oh, Jed Fish is back at NC State. Or is now at NC State. He's never been there. I'm thinking of a different coach. Yeah, I'm thinking Tim Beck. That's who I'm thinking. I don't know how I feel about that, given Jacksonville Jaguars flashbacks. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm looking to see. I like that there's a lot of guys that just don't have a previous school. And Dave Doran is now the head coach of Illinois. I thought for a second that was Matt Rule going to the NFL, and I was going to be like, oh no. Thomas yeah. Hammock is now the OC at Kent State. Damn, Kent State just cleaned house. Okay. None of our guys we have to worry about, at least. I'm happy about that. I didn't see really any Sunbelt teams make any changes early, so... Okay. I'm not gonna complain. Let's see how things have gone so far. If we can. No, we can't. That's just matchups. That's not schedules. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Don't look at me. I'm stupid. Oh, Boise State got the win. See if any, see if any Sunbelt teams make any upsets, but JMU got beat by Kennesaw State. That doesn't look good for JMU. You guys are supposed to be the good ones. Ah, Duke got toppled. Man. I took the wild card and they didn't come through for me. Louisville murdered Central Michigan. That's illegal. For some reason in my brain, I don't think that's how that game would go with Bill Belichick as the head coach. I don't know, but I don't think that's how that game would go. Well, the Raging Cajuns won. They beat FIU. And Southern Miss had a real bad end of the year. They got pulverized by Marshall. I don't think I showed you guys that game. Look at this. Look at what happened. Southern Miss was so good. QB actually threw the ball forwards last week. Progress. Okay. Sure. Consider it progress. I didn't show you guys this, but Marshall murdered Southern Miss. Like, I was dumbfounded. I thought Southern Miss was walking into that game easily champions. And I was wrong. As for the bracket, it will be WVU versus Notre Dame, Miami versus Georgia, Tulane. Damn, I almost took Tulane too. Upsetting Oklahoma, and Auburn upsetting Penn State. So you get Arch Manning against Tulane. You get LSU against Auburn. I'm not playing a pass for 2 hours to actually move the ball forward. Somewhat progress. Sure, whatever. What was their final score in that game against Charlotte? Because did they kill them? Because I thought that's how that game ended. They just dominated. Oh, okay. It's one of the safeties. I'm not too terribly worried about that. I don't know why my coach procedure would be D-. Oh, I know why. No? All the coaches are here. Huh. That's interesting. 20-3. They did. Wow. That's sad. That is sad. They should be beating Charlotte by a lot more than that. Where's the bracket? There it is. Excuse me? Well, the 1 and 4 seeds took care of business, but there will be an underdog in the national championship game. I'm saying now I'm putting my money on Tulane. I'm putting my money on Tulane. I'm going with the green wave. I'm riding the green wave. I am riding the green wave. They took down Arch. If the green wave comes out on top, we're going to have to take a look at their team. See if any more staff moves have been made. Specifically in the Sun Belt. Nope. Just Coastal and Troy. That's it. Okay. Next week. Right? Yep. Double check. As we do. Yep, still the same. So I'd assume our staff is still intact. Yep. As for the bracket, it will be Auburn versus Notre Dame, and that Auburn game was a field goal fucking ball game with Tulane. Man, I want the green wave to make it to the end. But it is the Auburn Tigers against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Who you got? Who you putting your money on? Are you gonna bet the underdogs, the undercats? Just fuck Notre Dame, okay. Who will win the national championship? That's a good chunk of experience. Not a ton, but a good chunk. And Notre Dame are your national champions. 21-13. They topple the Auburn Tigers, who tried their hardest to keep their Cinderella story going to a title, and clock struck midnight. See, Rudy, unrealistic. The Fighting Irish are your champs. And your final top 25. Trying to see if there's any interesting teams in here. Arizona State up at 15. We were at one point up to 20? What the fuck were you thinking? Hell, I don't think we should be ranked, but I'll take it. And we are a full 1-star school now. Technically 1.5 by the looks of that. That is crazy. We didn't just jump up like half a star. We jumped up a full star. They were like, oh yeah, you mean something now. You mean something. Okay, I did not expect that kind of jump. I will say I do have some of the schedule already in mind, so we'll see how many games are open for decisions. Let me also move the chat. Move you guys back down here. I think that's the best spot. It's one of these two spots. I always forget the best spot. Any final staff moves in the Sun Belt? Nope. Dude, Fresno State cleaned fucking house. UMass also cleaned house. A lot of moves in the Big Ten. Oh, that reminds me. We also are going to have to make one change to the conference because I never put Louisiana Tech into the conference because I believe when we checked at the end of season 1, they had not been announced to move to the Sun Belt yet. So, we now have to move Louisiana Tech over. I think that's the only move we have to make, though. Oh, wow! Look at that! North Texas lost their head coach after the bowl victory. Okay. Cool. And apparently, I think Kansas State and USF, no, never mind. It was Georgia Tech. It was Georgia Tech whose head coach went to K-State. I thought for a second USF and K-State just swapped coaches. Charlotte cleaned house. Yep. There are your changes. I don't think I ever went over the award winners. Like the full award winners. I don't normally do it unless we, come out on top, but Arch takes home the Maxwell, takes home the Walter Camp. Skylar Cofield, number 9 for the Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Award. Davey O'Brien goes to Arch. The Bednarik goes to Arvell Reese. Reese also takes home the Nagurski. Jim Thorpe goes to Jacob Fields, who we're not going to see next year if we play Louisiana Tech because he's a senior. The Doak Walker goes to Quentin Joyner. Blidnikov, TJ Moore. Lombardi, Philip Lee. Connor Harrell takes home the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. Defensive End of the Year goes to Philip Lee. The Outland goes to Connor Liu. Lawson Lucky, that's a great name, takes home the John Mackey. And there you go, Jaron. Leon Houghton Jr. is second for the Mackey. Congratulations. Both Edmund Lowe and Ryan Beard were up there for the Broyles Award. For the Butkus, he was there. He was in the running. He's going to win it next year. Buddy Gordon's going to be a top 5 candidate for the Butkus next year. I'm calling it, man. Calling it. But it goes to Reese. The Remington goes to Lou. The Groza goes to Dennis Lynch. The Ray Guy goes to Jackson Smith. As for the Jet, that goes to Chris Farrell, but you saw it. He's right here. Ryunosuke Woods. Could have a chance next year. And the Sean Alexander Award, which goes to the Freshman Player of the Year, goes to Dan Mannon, or Mahan. I don't know how you pronounce that. I would think Mahan. The quarterback for FIU. I just want to say that I think Chase Taylor was snubbed. He should have at least been on the list. Should have at least been on the list. First team All-American. Like, he should have been on the list. Alright. Now we get to the scary part. The true blue off season. What is going to happen? Oh, excuse me. How many players are going to be headed off? I think we'll lose a chunk, but I don't think we're going to lose anybody pivotal, which is going to be the good part. And we're not going to go crazy in the portal. I'm looking at 1 to 2 probably starters, so don't expect a ton in the portal. No! Oh, this was the only player I didn't want to possibly lose, but we have high persuasion chance. So we could get all of them back possibly because we have 6 chances. I don't really care about Aries Landers personally. Jason Gay, I'm surprised, wants to go. But I get it. He's not going to play. So I understand it. And I did redshirt him. So I can get him being upset about that. Jason Hook, we need the depth. So I am probably going to try and bring him back. And John Body. He's one of our few big body receivers at 6'4", so I will probably try and bring him back. But the main guy here is Julian Allen. Please, man. You are a starting wide receiver. Playing time is not an issue. Okay, Julian Allen is back. Our number 2 receiver has come back. Aries Landers, he's just going to be a backup. So I might let him go. Because he's just going to be a depth guy. Nothing more. I redshirted him. So I think I'll let him go. The only thing with having Jason Gay, it doesn't force me to go quarterback at anything. And that's the main reason I'd like to keep him around. But he's going to go. He's leaving. Okay. Cool. Jason Hook is leaving. That one kind of hurts because we need the depth of the offensive line. And John Body is also leaving. We were able to bring back the most important player. We were not able to bring back the others. Technically, JCP is not the one. He's our slot, which is why he gets all the looks, because a lot of our plays are designed for the slot receiver. And McBath is not 2. McBath is not 2. Oh no, McBath has gone so far down the list. You are not watching the games if you think McBath is our number 2 receiver. It's JCP in the slot, because I just target the slot a lot. Falcon, who I was trying to feed. Julian Allen when Falcon was off the field. And then McBath is probably under Morrow, because Morrow was the better player overall last year. There's no way McBath's number 2. And I like Shaq, but he has his limitations. He's going to be fighting for a starting job, too, as much as I like him. I do not like losing Jason Hook. That's the one I hate the most, losing. Jason Gay hurts just because now I feel like we are going to have to look at quarterback. Like, recruiting-wise. Not really portal, but... outside of that, nothing else is all that bad. We got the guy that I needed back. Which I'm very happy about that. I'd rather the devil I know over the devil I don't. Yep. And also, we have no one with an arm that can actually connect on a deep ball. If it wasn't obvious this season, our quarterbacks do not have a deep ball. None of them. None of them. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't know it was that bad. I tried throwing downfield this year. And I was like, yeah, no. I'm just not going to do it anymore. Because I got the one-on-ones and I was like, okay, take the shot. Thing's 95 yards overthrown. And I'm like, I know you have bad accuracy, but bruh. Yeah, most of the other times I try and throw 10 yards down the field, it gets picked off. I can hit at least guys 5 yards in front of my face. Oh, Falcon got open on a ton of deep balls. The ball was just like 45 yards, in front of him. Either that or it was underthrown and then it got broken up. There were a couple of those. Like that's all the same guys that are at risk of leaving. I'm surprised Kyrie Brown didn't transfer. I thought he might transfer. Draft results. Nobody. Cool. I was so busy looking at the transfers, and then we started talking about my shit deep ball and terrible play that I forgot to go down the list of guys that were leaving. I feel bad now. I'm upset. I'm gonna look at the Sunbelt players that are leaving. Oh, I didn't look and see who was hitting the portal either. Fuck, I knew I forgot something. Everyone just graduated, but I like giving them the respect they deserve. Like Thimba Eldridge and Frankie Rowand, who just, like, he came into the year so banged up. His career health by the end of the year was like that. It was so bad, and I'm like, man, that sucks. Dear Lord, Texas A&M, their entire team got drafted. Southern Miss. None of their guys got drafted? Really? How about South Alabama? No? Who in the Sunbelt might have had a draftable team? Anybody? Did anybody from that North Texas team get drafted? Nope. That makes me feel worse about losing the way I did. You buy from Missouri State? Nope. I mean, he was so banged up, he couldn't play, essentially. Because the auto subs take wear and tear into account. That's why I had him starting in the bowl game. He got 1 carry and he was out for the game. And I didn't do anything. That's just the wear and tear. They just never put him back in the game. Like, that's what, if you get too low on your wear and tear, it'll be like that. I do worry for Falcon. Because his wear and tear is getting up there. Let's see. Any interesting ones here? Oh, there you go, Jaren. You got a 6th round pick out of Maryland. Left tackle. Marshall. No draft prospects from Marshall? Louisiana Tech because you're joining? Nope. Raging K. Dear Lord, nobody got drafted out of the fucking Sun Belt. Really? Really? Nobody? Like, nobody from Delaware. That sucks for them. Yeah, nobody got drafted out of the Sun Belt. That's crazy. Like, I thought there would at least be, like, somebody. That shocks me. Huh. Defenders don't seem to have a lot of wear and tear taken on them. At least with the sliders that I have. He's pretty good with his wear and tear. Here, I can show you before we get to the portal. And I feel so bad for him. I wanted him to be so much better than he was. But you see where the fucking career wear and tear is? Here, I'll move chat because you guys are covering it. Like, that's how low it was for him. So he would get, like, 1 snap and then be out. For Little Mac, the wear and tear. It's not bad, especially going into his junior year. That's fine. That'll be fine going into his junior year. So, some of these guys came in with lower wear and tear already. So, like Falcon, it's not bad going into his junior season, but his senior season is going to be interesting. It's going to be something to keep an eye on. What's your wear and tear looking like? Ah, you're great. Oh, another guy to actually show you the wear and tear on is Hamilton, solely because, yeah, I don't know how long he's going to last this year. You're probably going to see a lot of Dwayne Marley this season because Hamilton's probably getting banged up. Also, he's going to have to earn his job. He's going to need a good offseason. Alright. So before we worry about our guys that are currently on the board that I definitely want to keep around. Why? Fuck. Well, that's okay. As long as nobody else goes after him, we'll still get him. But, that sucks. Alright. Transfer portal first and foremost. I need to know. There's a lot of 3-stars that have some interest, one of which is a halfback. Actually, I want any state. So we have a free safety out of Wisconsin, running back out of Indiana. A lot of running backs, and I'm not going to be bringing any of them in. I'm not interested in the running backs. We have a very full running back room right now. I might bring in the corner, though. Quashid Scott. Might bring you in. Right, unless there is a freshman running back out of this bunch. That's like the only way I'll bring in a running back. Oh! Ladarius Hart out of Ohio. We could just bring in JQ Gray. That would be great. Steal him away from Southern Miss. Oh, hey, Rodney Fields Jr. You remember him from DVT? Alright. Jordan Lovett. Ah. Oh, wow. Jaden Scott's at Louisville now? Whoops. Okay, I can't look at him. I wanted to look at his stats. Any state. Let's look. Corner. So we got Marcus Pettis, and it's 6'3", 208. I am interested. Okay, so we can get Malik Willis. You guys want to grab Malik Willis? I want to see if I can find anybody that has a deal breaker that I know I can handle, but it's all championship contenders. I don't like that. Because that just scares me if we don't have a good year. You can get Curly Reed the third. Also, this is something I need to keep an eye on with how young some of these guys might be. Jet White. That's just a good name. That's such a good name. Okay. Show me the highest rank that actually wants to come here. I mean, he's got Notre Dame on his board. I don't think we're getting Coley Beasley. I think Quaysheed Scott is our best bet for like top tier talent. Yeah, we'll bring him in. We'll check him out. And just because I always like checking quarterbacks when I've got openings, are there any transfer freshmen that want to come here? Of course. Is it all playing time because you guys aren't going to get it early on? Oh. Yeah, but you want a championship contender, you're going to go elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it then. I'm going to recruit if I'm going to do anything quarterback related then. Are there any centers? Okay. Oh, I don't like having to fight a school like Penn State, possibly. And it seems he would rather stay close to home. Yeah, we'll go after Norman. Jace J. Gilbert. That's a name you got there. It just caught my eye. 154th ranked pass rusher. Has us second. Why is Nevada your number one? I have questions. We're going to go after the transfer from Marshall. If I can bring him in. He also has Nevada. What the fuck is up with people wanting to go to Reno? Now, do I want to bring in a receiver? Nah, because we have a lot of receivers. We have a lot of receivers already on the team. Alright. Got Juan Priester who doesn't want to come here. Pro potential's too low, so I'm going to take him off the board then. Fuck you, man. As always, offer the scholarship first. Scout them scout them never. Scout them later. Alright. So 91 agility. Okay, I think you've already won me over. Yeah. He's a pass blocker. That we know. I mean, we just have to hope that run block gets better. But I'm good with it. 84 block. Yep. 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 Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. He would be the best player on our defense probably immediately. We will DM with you. We'll go contact friends and family. So, let's focus on some of the guys that we probably don't have to do a ton with. I already had you visit. So that's taken care of. We'll just... Actually, we don't have a fight here. So I don't know what I'm doing there. We don't have a fight going on here. I'll just DM you. Actually, try and get it done as quick as possible. So I want to see if I can... Okay, can't visit you yet. I want to see if I can try and maybe get some complimentary visits going. So I can bring some guys in together. I think we're the only school going after you, so yep. Not gonna worry about that then. Also, I now know about the calculator that Hurricane's been talking about. I don't know if we have anything that would work for a hard sell. Can we get... I mean, that probably works. If I could get playing time, proximity to home, and then one of the C's, that would be nice. Well, there I could get playing style, playing time, and coach stability. Which probably works. Fuck, let's do it. I don't know what the math is. Here, let me find that calculator. Because I've never entirely understood the cells. So, I'm going to try and learn. College football 26. Cell calculator. Hard cell calculator. Here we go. So we have a B, a C, and a D. Send the house. Okay, so send the house makes more sense than doing this. Got it. Got it. Okay. This is very helpful. This is very helpful. Do we have anything for Eric Wells? Do we know it? Well, we do. Oh, and I guarantee I don't need a visit here. I don't need a visit here. We just gotta sell this man. Boom. Oh, it doesn't get any more easy than that. We got an A+, an A, and a C. That's a hard sell right there. That is a hard sell. If you guys are wondering what this is, just look up college football. Just look up college football hard sell calculator. And it's collegefootball.gg. Oh my god, Klubnik just threw a pick. Hell yeah. Love that. We know a good amount. Is there any way I can get that? Let's see, C, C, and B. That's hard sell. That's hard sell territory. If I can get it, and I can get it. Fuck yeah. I mean, I think I've got him locked up, so I don't think it really matters, but that's the same thing we were just looking at, was 2 C's and a B, so boom. Here's the most important one. Do we have anything that is definitely going to get us a chance here? A B, a D, and a C. Send the house is the best option. I want my kicker. I'm not going to worry too much about Hannon right now that we have another edge now on the board. We've got you locked up. Okay. Here's the one that I need to... Nothing we have is good for him. I hate it. I'm just going to send the house on the fullback. DM Weaver. Fabian Vines. Now, I'm curious, can we actually do this? Even with an F in there? It's a hard sell. No. Oh, that's okay. So we got 60 points left. That explains why we have 60 points left. I'll send the house on Dante Blade right now. And with that, I'll put these last 10 points into the new guys. Okay. That's our focus. I'm not going crazy this year. We might have to go a little more insane when it comes to recruiting next season. Let's see, we'll have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. I do want to look for another quarterback. I do want to look for another quarterback. Mitch Farrell. He's a pure runner. I'm not happy about that. But he's the only guy that I can guarantee we'll have a chance at. Do we want to go for Mitch Farrell, or do we want to take a chance on Patrick Hurt? I'll put them both on the board. I'll put them both on the board. And we'll see. We'll see. Change this to just DM. Given some of these, I'm just trying to finish. So we have more points to worry about elsewhere. Let's see. Oh, I did already scout him. That explains a lot. Yeah. Dude, you want to talk about not having a deep ball. 59 deep ball accuracy. Yeah, no. Let's go back to the prospect list. I mean, I may go for a transfer quarterback just because I don't like any of the other quarterbacks. Fuck it, let's look at the 1 star. .42 awareness. This dude barely understands what the game is he is playing. Fuck, I did not mean to give you a scholarship. We may be revoking that, sir. It's worth it. He gets the scholarship. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. We have a gem quarterback now. Okay. That'll be everything. It's cheating. I don't think it's that big of cheating because I still have to contend with bigger schools. All it does is tell me what's better. Hard selling, which I've never done because I don't understand it, or sending the house. And I would always just send the house. But it's not like we're going to win if fucking Clemson gets involved. There's a reason I didn't go after some of those transfers. Like at Penn State being a dude's top school, I'm like, yeah, you don't want to come here. Alright. It's not giving me that big of an advantage. You also have to realize the dude using it is a dumbass. So that adds to the disadvantage for me. And I'm also choosing the guys I'm going after, and I don't always choose guys that end up being great. Because most of the guys I'm going after aren't gems. Keep that in mind. I'm going after a lot of guys just because I can get them. So yeah, I'm using this, but it's mainly so I can get the guys that I don't have anybody else fighting me for. Okay, no one's going after Monte Weaver? I'm not gonna lie, I thought some of these guys would have more of a fight. Okay, we have a good jump over fucking Kansas. And we're the only school offering. That gives us a big boost there. And I am then gonna take some shit down here. I'm gonna send the house for you now. And I have not done any math on this one. I'm just sending the house for him. I'll uptick this. To 25. I'll just put 10 on you because there's no one else fighting for you. How'd that sell go? Looks good. We'll also just add the 10. This'll knock Nick Coates out, so we'll grab Nick Coates here this week, it looks like. Mario Ahmad, we've got locked in. Dante Blade will up this. 25. I still don't know enough about you to even know if, like, hard selling would even be a thing. I mean, I probably could. No. I don't think that's at all worth a hard sell. Yep, that's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, no, that math definitely doesn't check. Okay, so I'll just send the house on you, put that extra 25 in there to finish that job. Put the extra 10 over here for Eric Wells. I'll probably just put the extra 15 in. Hannon, Matlock, I'm sending the house on. I'm good with that for Weaver for now. I think I'll put 10 extra on Bush. I'm good there for now. Ooh, does that work? I think that works. It does! Okay, I can hard sell on that one then. Okay. So let me go ahead and just, whoops, nope. Let me just go ahead and set you up for a hard sell. If I can even get this. I don't know if I can even get this combo. That's also another thing, is if I can even get the right combo. There we go. Because sometimes I've tried to look at it before and I could not get the right combo. And I was like, okay, well, it wouldn't have even mattered. Of course, at that time, I didn't even use the calculator. But I did think about using a hard sell, even though I still don't entirely comprehend what it does. Alright, let's go ahead and give this last 20... No, I'll give it to Mormon. I'm gonna give it to the Mormon. I'll do this for Weaver. No, never mind. I won't. I'll split it between Hannon and Weaver. Yeah, we're now to the point where it's just boring because you guys get to see me just continue to add points to the guys I'm already adding points to. Because this is just our recruiting team here. I am worried at corner, but Nick Coates is here. Jared Paul is here. Okay, that's 2 more commits. Eric Wells is down to his top 3, which means we should be good to go. Let's figure this out real quick with these guys. Okay. 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 Oh, no. I'm going to have to look at another corner. Just as a backup plan. Yep, I'm going to have to look at another corner as a backup plan. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I really was hoping we were going to get him, too. Show me the corners. Okay, RJ Lester. I want the guys that have the most interest in me. Ooh, I'd have to fight Southern Miss now for him. Yeah, a lot of these guys, it's too far in. No. Okay. There's still some I can fight for. I'd love to get a guy with size if I can. Malik Willis. Wouldn't be bad. Still a chance to fight for him, possibly. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give up on Quashid Scott. I think he's going to be headed to East Carolina. Damn. I'm going to add you just to get an idea of your skill set. Boundary. Go. I did not mean to do that. Okay. So. I mean, at this point, I don't even need this anymore. We've got Eric Wells locked up. I'm gonna go to like 5 on you. Curious Flanagan, we're still top for him. That's nice. Okay. .94 speed, hot damn. And you're a sophomore? Okay, there's definitely room to grow there. Yeah, I'm gonna take the sophomore. I'm gonna go after Beasley. We're gonna get into this fight. It's in the house immediately. So we definitely look like we're gonna get Deron Reed Jr., which is nice. And Trayon Mormon, which is very good. I'm still gonna be in this fight for Scott. I just don't know if we're gonna get it. Yeah, I still don't know enough about what would be the better move to make. Once again, I still do not know enough about you. Which is so weird that I do not know enough about you. I have been scouting you nearly the entire year, and I do not know enough about you. You think you know a guy. Yeah. I think that's it for that. I'll put 5 more on. Wait a minute. Do I know enough? Yeah, we can't. Okay, we're gonna have to sell the house, I think. I want to see if it just tells me, like, sell the house or whatever. Because anything else is going to be an F. Yeah, it's in the house. Yeah, all this tells me is what's better, send the house or hard sell. So, it doesn't really give me that big of an advantage. Especially when now I'm in this type of situation. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just do this. We are gonna have to make some cuts, probably. I have to double check because I, at one point, wasn't sure if I cut the other guy. I did. Okay. Please, for the love of God, put me ahead of Bowling Green. Esteban Crozier is here, so there's more depth at center. AJ Matlock. Okay, a lot of guys. Jeff McNeil is not happy with playing time. That's okay, Jeff. You're our starter right now, man. You should be ecstatic right now. You may not be the starter at time the year starts, but, you know. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. This is it. We got Eric Wells locked in. That's not even a question. Yeah, a lot of these guys I think are... We've got a good amount of them zoned in and locked. Do I know enough about you? I don't. Fuck. I just want to see. No matter what, I think this might be good for a hard sell. Nope. Nope, it may not. So, we don't even know about that. What's your playing style? So I would think playing style is a plus for you. So that would definitely be a hard sell. Here's the question. We did not top him. Okay. Fuck. I could take a chance. And try and hard sell Beasley. I think I'm going to do it. I don't know anything, but I'm going to take a chance and try and hard sell him. Because we know championship contender is one. If I can get contender in proximity to home. Yeah, I think we're going to run this. Because if I'm right, B minus, B, and C would be a hard sell, yeah. And then we DM. Yeah, corner may be an issue this year. I mean, we have the depth. I'm just worried about the talent as a whole. And it is going to be a big year for recruiting at corner. I can say that much. You're going to see a lot of cornerbacks on the recruitment screen. Well, 5 more there on Wells just because we have the points. Just because I gotta make sure we've got this guy locked in. I've got to make sure I get my fullback. I am sending the fucking house. Well, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that's a hard sell with the way the math goes. Never mind, I can't do it yet. So send the house. Alright. I'll go ahead and contact friends and family. Oh, that's a hard sell. That's easily a hard sell. Come on, give me those 3. There it is. Oh, that's easy, hard sell. I think that's it. Whoops. I think that's as good as we can do here. Let me go ahead and give you 10 more. I've done the best I can to try and get ourselves some help at corner. This is it. Mario Ahmad has committed. Not really a surprise there. There's the big one. 3-star running back, gem prospect. Eric Wells has committed. That's your possible number 1 running back right there. Or at least your power back right there. Dante Blade has committed. Huge pickup at tackle. Yes. We have a gem offensive lineman, boys. Evan Flanagan, who does not like our pro potential, has committed, though. No one else wanted to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a kicker. We have a kicker. AJ Matlock. I'm sorry, Roncalli, but your days here are done. AJ Matlock is here. And a fullback, back-to-back kicker and fullback. How could you not be happier with that? Viliami Bush is here. Fabian Vines as well. We have not seen a single one of the transfers yet. Oh, there we go. Trayan Mormon. Please just show me one of the corners. Anthony Martino. Joey Hannon. Quaysheed Scott? Quaysheed Scott committed? I didn't see that coming. I thought we lost him. I was certain he was going to East Carolina. They must have pulled the offer. They must have pulled the offer at the last second. Well, that's a huge get. That is a massive get. We have our depth at corner. Deron Reed Jr., that's a big get to it, pass rusher. I think we finally have a pure threat at rusher now. Monty Weaver. There's the developmental quarterback. Ralph Traore. We did not get the other guy. He went to Bowling Green. Woo! Holy shit, that got me going. Woo-wee! Oh, man. I'm going to have to go through rosters and see where some of the guys went. I want to know where Jason Hook went, possibly. And I want to know where, like, Aries Landers went. National Signing Day. I think first things first, we check on one player, and that's Coy Beasley. We'll see. What did we miss out on? Eagles? It's acceptable. Now, welcome to the stream, man. It's acceptable today, because we got the other corner. What did we miss out on? Star development. Oh. I am a little upset that we lost on a star development corner, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But let's go ahead. Go from the beginning. Let's go from the top here. Brian Robbins, for anybody who wasn't here early in the stream. Brian Robbins, normal development. We'll see what positions he can play outside of just running back, because I'm very interested to see. Eric Wells, impact development. It's at least above normal. I'll take it. I was hoping for star. I was kind of hoping for star there. Esteban Crozier, impact development. That's big. That is big. He is just going to sit back and develop. I don't remember what his deal breaker was. I want to say it was proximity. But it was either that or conference prestige, so we should be fine. Dante Blade is elite. B, elite. B, elite. We have an elite offensive lineman. That is enormous. He is the best development trait out of any offensive lineman currently on the team. This is our anchor to the offensive line in the long run. Don't expect to see him play it all this year, probably. But this is the anchor to the offensive line in the long run. Mario Ahmad, normal development. A lot of these guys are going to be depth here, so that's fine. Evan Flanagan, normal development. Quincy Queen, we know, normal development there. Kukwa, normal development. Camelot, normal development. Torres, normal development. More depth there at center. Normal development for Martino. Nick Coates, normal development. I was hoping maybe he'd have impact, but, you know. I love his zone coverage ability at linebacker. Christian Swoop, normal development. Finau, normal development. Paul, normal development. Hannon, normal development. AJ Matlock, I was hoping for impact, normal development. He's a kicker, though, and he's already got enough power. I'm happy with it. Here's where we get to the bigger ones now. These last guys are kind of the big question marks. Specifically Bush. I want to know, he's a gym fullback. How good of a fullback? Weaver, normal development. I'm not mad. 85 strength, right off rip, and 78 finesse. I'll take it. Now, Vimani Bush. Impact development. I wanted elite so bad for the fullback. But we get an elite development fullback. He's going to step into the shoes of Jared Bennington immediately. I'm happy about it. Fabian Vines, normal development. Now, what about these transfers? Impact for Quaysheed Scott. I'll take it. He's a junior. I'll take it. He'll be fine. He's got the kind of coverage skills I like for the type of defense I like to play. We'll play more man coverage probably this year, so it'll be great. Normal development for Mormon. Perfectly fine. He can step in and start at center more than likely if need be. There it is. Oh, there it is. There's your pass rusher. We have not had that monster edge rusher yet. At DVT, we had Taj Coles early, who played really well. We haven't had that with the Bandits. The Bandits haven't had that outlaw on defense. That you see that guy and that's the scare factor. We've got that now. We've got that now. He's not going to be here for long, but he's going to be here. That's what matters. Deron Reed Jr. And hey, impact for the developmental quarterback. You want to give him 0 on defense? Follow the Taj Coles of DVT? I like that class. I really like that class. A lot of these guys I brought in to be depth. And the guys that I was hoping might be able to make an impact as starters, like Eric Wells, I think they can make an impact. And we got the one giant developmental talent in Blade, while also getting a devastating transfer. Hell yeah. I'll take that. I will take it. Okay, let's get rid of Beasley so I don't have to remember that failure. That was a good class. That is a good class. Let's go ahead and change some positions because we got some athletes to work with. First off, we have 4 quarterbacks now. Expect both of these guys to see red shirts unless Hamilton gets overly banged up. That would be the one thing that would maybe take the red shirt away from a Quincy Queen or a Ralph Traore. Probably Quincy Queen in that situation. Running back wise, depending on how development goes, Leslie Niles is going to have to fight for his job with Eric Wells. Plain and simple, these two are fighting for that power back role. As much as I like Leslie Niles, they're fighting. James McNeil probably going to be our top number 1 guy on first and second down. But these 3 are fighting for that kind of scat back change of pace guy, even though McNeil's got a little more power to him. I just realized I said all that, and Eric Wells is not that kind of back. Never mind, Eric Wells is going to be our... He's fighting for that one first and second down. Never mind. That's what it is. Yeah, he's going to be fighting James McNeil for the most part. That's what it is. I don't know why I forgot he's 5'8", 174. I think it's because I see the 86 speed, and I go, oh, he's slow, so he's powerful. But our fastest guy has 89 speed. I think that's where my brain went with it. Bush is here. He's here. Wide receiver. Don't expect to see a lot of Dennis Miller unless he gets that speed up. He's a good route runner, but the speed just doesn't allow him to separate as well. So you're going to see a lot of what we have seen. And you may see a little more of George Vasquez. I liked what he brought to the table during the bowl game. So we'll see. Man, Julian Allen's like, I'm getting no playing time here. I don't get that. Our tight ends are tight ends. We know what they are. And we are going to be looking at tight ends this year, probably recruiting. Just get some young guys. Harry Jennings, David Kukwa, and Dennis Crothers. It's a situation, ain't it? Left guard, David Roy, Pegasus Clifford, and Manuel Cave. Manuel Cave, depending on how well he progresses, has a chance to start somewhere on the line. Mormon is probably going to be your starting center. I would not expect that to change. Giorgio Jenkins. Eric Bordeaux could see a starting spot somewhere on the line this year. It's definitely possible. And Tommy Holm is your top tackle. Plain and simple. Right now, there's a chance he moves to left. Maybe. It definitely depends on how the offseason goes. Dante Blade is number 2 already at right tackle? Dear Lord. That says a lot. Okay. Edge rushers. Right now, probably Varley starting at one spot, maybe. But you know who's purely starting. The one-year starter, Darren Reed. He's going to be our guy. 81 overall. That's huge for us. Kellen Jepson probably plays on the other side on pass rushing downs. I still want D'Angelo Coco to get snaps. So I'll try and figure out how to maneuver him. He may actually start playing a bit more inside. What number is he? 42. I don't hate it, but yeah, we're probably going to change you to 0. Defensive tackle. I've got some big hope for this group. I think, given an off-season, this group could be really fucking good. We have a couple of elite dev trait guys here still. So, could have a really good defensive tackle group. Chase Taylor. Big hopes for you, sir. Big hopes. I don't think it matters what these guys do. They're both seniors. I'm going to play the young guy. Buddy Gordon. He's Buddy Gordon. He's the leader of the defense. Doesn't matter. I'm hoping for some bigger jumps from Baskerville and DeSico, but we will see. Sarkisian needs to take a step forward because he could be toppled. And at corner, well, Quashid Scott is starting. That's the only guarantee. At 79 overall with his man coverage ability, yeah, he's probably starting alongside Zach Field. Those are the only things we know. It's a lot of questions at corner, and we're going to have to recruit next year. Safety. I've got my questions. I don't really know who's starting at free. There's a lot of questions of who's going to start at free safety. Strong safety, there's not a question. It's Little Mac. I could move a guy like Lavelle to free, but none of our strong safeties really have that kind of zone coverage. So maybe Ed Beebe. Maybe. We'll see how his offseason goes. Kicker. AJ Matlock is our kicker. Don't question it. Jeremy Oliver is our punter. Don't question it. Let's change these guys up. Oh. I constantly thought you were an offensive lineman. I thought from the get-go this man was an offensive lineman. Oh, this is cool. You get to see his stats change. So 57 block shed. I'm not sold on that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to play him at left tackle. I think he's just more well-rounded, no pun intended, on his archetype at offensive line than he is defense, because he's essentially just all power and can't shed blocks, and I like my linemen to shed blocks. Okay, sir. How good are you? Because initially you were going to be a running back. $74 man coverage? What is your zone? Can I get your zone? No. 68 tackle is really good for a defensive back. Yeah, I think you're going to play corner. That gives us some more depth at corner, too. Yeah, there we go. I love that. That is the sole reason I was excited for him. I was like, if he can play defensive back, too, that gives us some bonus there. All right, Vines. 75 block shed. I love that. I think I don't know. What do you guys think for Fabian Vines? Should we play him at edge or off ball? Because he's got decent enough block shed at 75. Because with the speed, I wouldn't mind him in the middle with 86 speed. But I don't know what his moves are. That's the biggest question mark here if I play him at edge. Let's see. What are your moves? I can't even see him. Okay. Cool. Now Monte's an edge. There's not even a question. He's too big to play off ball. So he's either he's a pass rushing defensive tackle or he is an edge rusher. Those are your only options. And I'm right now going to put him at left edge for now. Might change that up, but Nick Coates. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him at will linebacker. And then Fabian Vines. Where do we need the depth? We need depth off ball. I know that much because middle linebacker is a weak point right now, depth wise. But oh, we need Sam linebackers. Okay. Coach, you're moving to Sam, not Will. Yeah, you're moving to Sam, not Will. I need you over on the strong side. So we at least got two guys here to sit. Okay, linebacker is a massive need this year. I mean, if that's the case... You know what? Yeah, put Fabian Vines at left edge. Monte Weaver can play kind of that Trayvon Walker role. Or Calais Campbell, where you can move him in or out. Yeah, that definitely allows me to redshirt Hannon with no problem. And Nolan Triggs might be getting the boot. We have a lot of depth at edge. Off ball, not so much. How many seniors we have here? 1, 2, 3. So that leaves us 5 corners for next year. Yeah, corner's going to be a spot we need to look at then. Safety, we have what, 2 seniors? Nope, 1 senior. Okay, that's not terrible. Alright. Those are our moves. We've made our moves. They're not flashy. They're not crazy. But we have upgraded our defense. That's a definite. And I just realized we have 3 fucking senior receivers. Oh my god, dear lord. Make that 4. Because Dennis Miller. Wide receiver. Middle line or off-ball linebacker. and corner. Those are our big 3 needs right now. All right, next week. Feels like we've been going longer than we have. Holy shit, the levels. I'll take it. Buddy Gordon with the dev trade upgrade. Well, I mean, that's okay because you're a senior, so it kind of sucks to get it now, but hey, good job, Buddy Gordon. Give it up for Buddy Gordon, man. Big number 44, the captain of that defense. I like seeing him put the work in. Not a lot of work, but he put the work in. Duran Reed gets a +3 boost. Quashid Scott gets 2. 2 to awareness. What about that coverage ability? Oh, wow. He's got really good hands, too. Good jumping ability. Where's... Decent tackling, too, at 72. Good play rack. He can hit. He did not see a boost to his man coverage. Nor his press. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. He did put on 1 pound. I love that. He put on 3 pounds. Love it. I mean, bro, you were started. I hate the playing time thing. The playing time deal breaker being a thing for starters. Like, if you're a high overall, you shouldn't be worrying about playing time. Unless, like, the team is full of high overalls. Buddy Gordon gets a +3 upgrade. Now weighing 230. Tommy Holm put on 2 more pounds, and he had a big off season. This is what I like to see. This man put the work in, and he's capped out. He capped himself out in his senior year. I'm happy with that. Good job, Tommy. And he probably will be starting at right tackle. I would not expect him to be starting at left. Only 76 pass. Let's go by position here to make things a little bit better. Andrade left WWE again? Really? Again? Well, I got a feeling he ain't going back to AEW. He'll just probably, you know, do something. Let's see. Oh, yep. Huh. I wonder where he's gonna go next. Alright, let's talk Jaden Hamilton real quick. Because this is disappointing. If there's one thing about Jaden Hamilton I can say from the last couple years, this man has not upgraded. He has plateaued. He has not gotten any better in the last 2 years. Have him play left tackle against the Bengals? Yeah, no. No, that's Walker Little's job. He'll do a fine job. He'll do a fine job defending Trey Hendrickson. Maybe not perfect, but we'll do a fine job. Hopefully. Holy shit, that play action for Marley. I'll say now, Marley's got a chance to usurp him. I'm not going to say that he will, but he definitely has a chance. I think like 17th in your left tackle ratings. That's about right last week. He didn't have the greatest game, but he played well. Like, it wasn't like he was bad by any means. So, I'd say that's about the right spot to put him, middle of the pack. Yeah, I think Marley's definitely got a chance to fight for that starting job this year. Put on 5 pounds. I like that. Upped his agility and his change of direction big time. Yeah, I think Jaden Hamilton's got to be careful. His job's on the line. 18th. Yeah, okay, so middle of the pack. That's fitting. That's fitting. I'm going to turn my watch off just because, 1, I'm sweating and I can feel it, and 2, let's see what this mark is. Well, hello, Headley Cantu. Have yourself a fucking off-season, why don't you? Look at this. Cantu, plus 8 overall. Doesn't go up in speed, but 11 in agility, 9 in change of direction, plus 6 carrying. That'll get you a chance at a job. Brock Bowers is practicing again and is highly likely for Monday night. This is why we took the Raiders, man. This is why we took the Raiders. Look at that. Upped his catching, juke, spin, stiff arm, truck, break tack. Okay. Headley Cantu definitely trying to make an argument to get a chance at the starting job. I like it. Leslie Niles is Leslie Niles. He's just stayed the same. Upped break tackle by 4. He'll probably remain our goal line third down back, like short yardage. James McNeil went up by 2. Didn't see a big increase. Plus 6 carrying is big. He had that weird ass fumble late in the year. Upped his catching ability. That'll help him. Yep. He's going to have to fight for that starting job, and then a very good offseason for Ryunosuke. He got massively faster. He will remain the third down change of pace guy. And our kick returner. Okay, Ryunosuke. We see you. Okay, wide receiver. JCP is officially the highest overall receiver on the team, having himself an offseason. This man put the fucking work in. 9 overall points for the sophomore. He got quicker, which I didn't know was possible. He got faster acceleration-wise, which I didn't think was possible. He got even more agile. Upped his change of direction, his strength, his awareness, his catching, which he desperately needed. He dropped way too much last year. His catching traffic, his spec catch, his short route running, his medium route running, his deep route running. His release is now maxed. Holy fuck, man. What didn't you get better at? Apparently your stiff arm. Holy shit. Okay. He's not even capped. He's got another year of possibly getting better. He's never going to have the greatest hands, which sucks. But he's got another year where he can get better. Okay, JCP. Falcon's still going to be our X wide receiver. Because JCP is a slot guy. He's not an outside receiver. I'd argue his comp, funny as it is, Christian Kirk is his comp, in my opinion. He's just not as good on the deep routes as Kirk is. I do not expect him to ever be much of an outside guy. Miller does get his speed up. Okay, timeout. We have to have a talk. This is interesting. Dennis Miller, I was waiting to see if he'd take that step, and he did. 87 speed. That's big. His hands are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. Well, I will say somebody just lost their starting job outside. I don't know if it's Julian Allen or Douglas Falcon, but somebody lost their job outside unless Miller starts dropping the football. This man said, my last year, I'm going to put that fucking work in. I will say it might be Julian Allen because he didn't put in as much of the work as he needed to. Although, his hands are good. But, and I see it, Douglas Falcon put the work in on those hands. He can still get faster, if you can believe it. He has the best hands on the team. Yeah, there's no way I'm not putting him out there. He's got the best hands on the team. He's not a great route runner, but that's fine. He's got good release. He can hopefully get space, which is what's going to get him open. He's elusive. He's still probably our X receiver in the long run. He's the X or the Y, one of the two. Yeah, I think you're going to see Falcon, Miller on the outsides with JCP, and now Simon Berardi is going to be swapping in that slot spot. He had a big offseason. Look at that, 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 95 agility, 97 change of direction. He's still not entirely aware what he's doing, but that's okay. He's got solid hands. He can catch in traffic. Good release. Great short route running. Yeah, he's our backup slot behind JCP. That's locked in. Hell, he may play a little bit of running back. He might actually start returning the ball a bit more too. Julian Allen. One to transfer. We talked him into staying. Might have been a better idea to transfer. Because I think he lost his job because of Dennis Miller. He's got good hands. He's one of our more surefire catchers, but he can't run a route to save his ass. This man cannot run routes well enough. And that's what's going to hold him back. Has he upgraded his mental abilities? We'll never know. Yeah, the world may never know. He doesn't believe in therapy. Well, no. He has no mental or physical abilities. Kyrie Brown saw a big uptick. Plus 12. He put on 6 pounds. Kyrie, what are you doing? I like the sleeve on one arm. That's an interesting look. He's capped out his quickness. He's never going to be the fastest guy on the field, but he's got a solid acceleration and good stamina. His hands can get better. His routes can get better, and he runs pretty deep. He might be overall the best route runner on the team. Like, legitimately, I don't think there is a receiver currently on the team that has a better overall route tree than him. That's crazy. He can get a little more elusive, get a little more power in his game, a little better at the IQ. He's a solid receiver overall already. He's never going to be top flight, but, you know, solid. Good for him. Everybody give a hand to Kyrie. George Vasquez, I had high hopes for him. He did not put in as much work as I wanted. I will say that right now. I had some high hopes for George Vasquez. Did not put in the work. He's got good speed and he can get quicker, which I love. He's never going to have the greatest hands, which sucks because he's a big body. You kind of wish his hands were fantastic. Good short and medium route running. Can't run the deep routes. Decent enough elusiveness. That power's got to get better for a guy his size. He just did not put in the work that I wanted. And talk about disappointing. Corey Nervy has been that guy who somehow has made plays. He didn't put in a lick of work in the offseason. And that's disappointing. That's very disappointing. So, for the tight ends, I could not tell you how it's gonna look. They're all fighting for that top spot. But what I can tell you is what remains last year remains this year. Our quickest tight end is Shaq McBath. He's essentially a wide receiver. Taloni's getting there. He's trying to be very similar. But the man with the hands is Caleb Morrow. And he is, I believe, our best blocker as well. Best route runner of the group, though, is definitely Taloni. Where's the run blocking? Actually, he's our best blocker. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. You might actually see a lot of interchangement at tight end. I might play all three of them a little bit more. Yeah, I might have packages for, like, all three of them. It's going to be much more, I think, a mixed bag with these guys than it has been. Hell, he might play fullback a bit. Hold me back. Holy shit. I wouldn't say he's lost the starting job. I would say they're all three sharing the starting job. We don't have a starting tight end. That's the way I would look at it. Because I think in, like, pistol set, you might see Caleb and Bradley at tight end. But if we're going wide, you're probably going to see Shaq at tight end. So you're going to see a very mixed bag, I think, at tight end now with those guys. However, the left tackle room just got interesting because Dennis Crothers decided he was going to be a man on a mission. Plus 20 awareness. This dude went from not knowing where he fucking was to literally being like, I'm on the fucking football field and I know it. Give the man credit. He is not going to be our starting left tackle, though. That pass blocking's got to get better. Really good work from Harry Jennings on his pass blocking. But Carruthers really put in the work to get better. And I respect that. I respect that. Very good lead block. Alright. We'll see how that left tackle room shakes out. That is completely up in the air right now. I'm not even sure the starter is at left tackle, if you catch my drift. Remember when I said Manuel Cave could fight for a starting spot? The man put in the work. 22 agility. What the hell? 22 change of direction. This man went from not being agile, not being able to change direction at all, really, to now being the best on the offensive line at doing just that. This is great. I love some of the off seasons here. Holy shit. Yeah, he's got an argument to fight for a starting spot now. I don't know if he's going to get it this year, but he definitely has the argument to get a starting spot. Even put on 2 pounds. Center. Not a big uptick. They seem to be using Phoenix in singles action because he went up against Sammy on SmackDown, so looks like they're probably moving Phoenix into just singles action. +4 awareness is fantastic for the center. Titus Carruthers took a nice jump. That is exactly what I needed from you. You were better at pass blocking already than run blocking. That is exactly what I needed from you. Thank you, Trey and Mormon. I appreciate it. So yeah, he'll be our starting center. There's not a question. Giorgio Jenkins is our starting guard. That's not even a question. I think Eric Bordeaux is going to be fighting for the other guard spot. But yeah, Jenkins put in that work. He said, no one's taking this job from me. I respect it. A lot of good work from Bordeaux, though. A lot of good work from Darian Randall as well. Okay, right tackle. Tommy Holm, we know, put in the work. Emeka Blake also put in some work. Really, I'd argue the disappointment here is Geraldo Lupo. A lot of good work put in at right tackle. Yeah, right now I cannot tell you what the starting offensive line looks like entirely outside of Mormon as our starting center. That's about it. That and Giorgio Jenkins. Tommy Holm probably at right tackle. So the right side of the line from the center over, locked in. Outside of that, who knows? Ooh. Okay, disappointing. The ends didn't put the work in. The edge rushers did not put the work in. I'm disappointed. In a year where these guys had the opportunity to show that they rightfully deserve to be that guy on the edge, they did not put the work in. I think the freshmen are going to get the start. I'm legit disappointed. That is how you put work in. He knew. Leland Kawasaki knew he had a chance to fight for a starting role this year. On the other side of now Deron Reed. He put in that work. Good work with his strength, his agility, the finesse. Really good work on the power as well. Balanced himself out a bit. Good work on the block shed, tackling, hit power. Coco also put in some good work. I really wish he had put in some work on his moves, but he got stronger, which is good. He still will probably play in the base sets just to get snaps. Yeah, we're not going to have a fight for that starting edge spot. There's going to be some freshmen fighting Kawasaki for that starting edge spot. Now, I did tell you guys I really liked what was going on in the defensive tackle room. Chevalier and Sterling put the work in. Also, Georgia Tech just upset Clemson. Fuck yeah. I like the work put in at defensive tackle. This makes me happy. This makes me happy. I have a position that I'm not worried about now. I really wish we had somebody who was better at block shed, but I feel good about our defensive tackles. Oh. What's going on, Chase? What happened here? Oh yeah, I think Coach Cofield was definitely a little more hands-on with the wideouts. I definitely think Coach Cofield was a little more hands-on with the wideouts. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Mike Tyson Asik. Welcome to the stream, man. This is interesting. So, Neil Joseph takes a bit of a leap. Fast as fuck, boy. 90 speed. 84 tackling now. Really good block shed. I'm not gonna lie, this man's making an argument to get a couple snaps. He might see base sets. I think Chase Taylor is still going to be our sub linebacker, but Neil Joseph definitely might be seeing base sets. Mike linebacker. Okay, I've got to say this right now. Dis-a-fucking-pointed. I had high hopes for Titus Baskerville this year. I was thinking he was going to take a nice leap. Maybe not a huge one, but a nice leap. And he'd be that number 2 linebacker. I don't know if he's going to be the number 2 guy now. Because Brian DeSicco just took a nice jump himself. Like, we know who the starter is, the captain of the defense himself, Buddy Gordon, but, like, who's going to take that step to be the next guy, the heir to the throne? I mean, that zone coverage is very good for Baskerville, and that gives him the upper hand, but it's not far off down here. You guys trying to get me in trouble. You guys trying to fucking get me in trouble. Brady Sarkisian keeping his job, it looks like. That tackling is what would keep his job, though. Harlan and Crespo both take a nice leap, though. I like that. I like that a lot. Really good jump here on the block shed. I really like the jump of the block shed. I will say, maybe in some sets you see some of these guys pass rushing. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I think Sarkisian might actually make an argument to be the sub linebacker too. If he was a little bit quicker, maybe. I don't know. He might make an argument. Him and Chase Taylor might fight for that spot now. Yeah, linebacker is a spot we're definitely going to be recruiting this year. Okay. Not bad. I wish they put in a little more work, but not bad. The main thing, Zach Field put in the work. That's what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see. This guy needed to put the work in. And he put the work in. He's our number 1 corner. I would argue he's number 1 over Quashid Scott. He's become a very good balanced corner. He can play man and zone. He's a good tackler overall. Would like him to be a little bit better with the press coverage, but, you know. I like our number 2 corners, or our top 2 corners. We're going to have to recruit well next year. That's the key. Wow. Really nice jump for Aster Alinari. The first-year starter at free safety takes quite the jump. +2 speed, that's really good for him. +4 awareness. Good zone coverage now. He can be that ball hawk, hopefully. Decent enough tackler. Good hit power. I like it. Nice jump. And we cannot disrespect a really good offseason put in by Jamie Garcon. Good play rec. Got his awareness up. I would have liked to see the speed go up, but, you know, I'm good. Good tackling. Got that zone coverage massively up and man coverage. Okay. And finally, let's talk about our strong safeties. Little Mac will start. He has to, because he's the best strong safety anyways here. +2 to the speed. Always like seeing that. +2 to his strength. He was already powerful enough. 2 more to the awareness, the play rack. +6 man coverage. Now he's at least decent in man for a safety. +6 zone. Love seeing that. Maybe he can play on those tight ends a bit better now. Got better at tackling. Okay, Mac, I see you. I see you. You're killing me, bud. I see you. Sanford Lavelle didn't take the jump I was hoping for. That's for sure. Ed Beebe with a nice jump, and Bryce Ishmael with a decent jump. Kicker, Ron Colley. That's cool and all, but you're not starting. I'm sorry, man, you're not. You are capped out anyways, I believe. Your accuracy, not so much, but your power is, and we have a guy with 88 power now, so. Sorry. Oh, hey, Jeremy Oliver got better. Cool. He got more accurate. I think his power's capped out. Yeah, he's now capped. So, our punter is as good as he's going to get. Overall, a nice offseason for the team. Are we dramatically better? No. But I definitely think we're ahead of where we were this time last year by a mile. Feels a lot better. Okay. Now it's time for the interesting part. Let's encourage some transfers. We have to encourage 4 guys to transfer. This starts at kicker. I'm sorry, Ron Colley, but we have AJ Matlock. Deuces. I'm mainly looking at positions where we have guys we can definitely, we don't need. AKA seniors that are too low on the depth chart, things of that nature. We're very young here. I'm going to let Nolan Treggs go elsewhere. I hate to do this because I really like Corey Nervy, but there's no room for you here anymore. You don't make the depth chart. There is an interesting situation here where I could encourage James McNeil to transfer. Eric Wells is then made kind of the pseudo starter with Headley Cantu. And then it's Ryunosuke Woods as the third down back and Leslie Niles as our, short yardage guy. There's not really a lot of positions where we have guys we can literally just go, yeah, no, you can transfer. We don't have a lot of positions there. I do think Terrence Berry might be the only guy that I can rightfully go, yeah, you can kind of head out. He's one of our better pass blockers, but I think we're young. We have a guy like Dante Blade, here to take over that spot anyways. Yeah, I think I'm going to encourage Terrence Berry to go. That puts us right at 85. I don't know if we have to... Do we have to cut another one? No, Barry didn't want to leave. Barry wasn't one that had his deal breaker as a situation that would be a problem. I still love that Buddy Gordon's like, playing time's not good enough here. He's a starter. Like, I'm not going to play Nick Coates, but we do have 3 guys here. No, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, there's just... There's no other spot where I'd like to cut a guy. Unless we encourage James McNeil. That's like the only guy that I would be like, yeah, makes sense. Because I will say, I almost want to do Julian Allen, but... it's the fact that that would leave us with only 6 receivers, and I want the depth. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Bryce Ishmael. The only reason is because we have 2 sophomores. If one of these guys was a senior, I'd keep him around. He's not going to get playing time here. He's just not going to see playing time. So I'd rather give him the chance to find playing time. The long run. Here we have fucking 3 freshmen, so... okay. That'll be it. Custom conferences. Show me the Sun Belt. Because we have to add Louisiana Tech. Boom. That is the only thing we have to do. Dear Lord, speaking of the Sun Belt, the Raging Cajuns are being destroyed. I'll put on the UNC game. See if Richmond's doing anything. See if those spiders are doing anything. Okay, didn't think I could do anything yet. So, time for the schedule. Matlock really badly wants to transfer. I don't understand how kicker playing style works, but I'll figure it out. First off, schedule. The only thing that I'm going to say, we're playing Arkansas this year. We're going to play Arkansas. Oh, I love our schedule already. Yes! Oh, we get all the games I like. Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. We get to play Southern Miss, who I want to play. We get to play the Raging Cajuns, who I want to play. And we get South Alabama, who's kind of becoming a bit of a rival to us. These two are becoming a little bit of a rivalry, which I love. And we get Louisiana Tech, who just got added. JMU, who we've never played yet. And Marshall, who won the conference last year. Yes! I love it! Alright. So. Oh, wow. They really locked us out of week 0? Oh, I have to remove a game to get week 0. I mean, I'm probably gonna keep everything as is. Because I normally only have 2 bye weeks. So, I don't think we're gonna play week 0. Ooh, we could do week 0 against the Razorbacks. Not against that. How the fuck is Colorado ranked? I would have understood us being ranked over Colorado. Just about everyone's available. Judicials? That's the only team I had not seen yet out of the FCSs. So, we got the Razorbacks. And they're available week 0. They're available week 1. They're available week 2. They're available week 3. And they are available week 4. What week should we play Arkansas? Because from that point, I'll let you guys, with a little bit of maneuvering here. What week do you want to play Arkansas? I'm just going to look at the schools that are available and kind of put like a basis schedule together that I like. And then we'll go from there. So. I want a rematch against the Mean Green. What's the limit for this? Week 0, you want Arkansas? The limit is essentially, I don't want to overpower the schedule. So, I don't mind playing like 2 really top teams. I just wanted Arkansas on the schedule. I also want a rematch against North Texas. Also, we are not playing at hosting Arkansas. We haven't earned the chance to host Arkansas. I want to see, are they available any other time? I'm going to open this for a second. Because I'd love to play them before the bye week. Yes! Oh. Thank you. It's going to be a home game. So, what is it? 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, 2 home games, 2 away games. Okay, give me one. Let's go. Let's go Mountain West. Give me a Mountain West school to play in week 2. Actually, I want week 1 because week 2 will be our other big game. Let's see. Mountain West. Give me a Mountain West school to face in week 2. East Carolina's not bad. I'll take East Carolina. I'll take East Carolina, actually. I don't mind that. They're what? American? Yeah, that works. Because I wanted a middle-of-the-road conference that we could host. And then we will have an away game. Let's see if Georgia's available in week 3. They are. Okay. That's going to be the loss. We're not going undefeated. That's guarantee. I think we start the year 2-2 at best. I don't even know if we'll do that. Last time we faced North Texas, it didn't go well. But all right. I'm cool with that schedule if you guys are. Because we get the rivalry game against Arkansas, which we may not play them every year, but I want to play them kind of like every other year, at least. So, until we make the SEC. East Carolina gives us a little bit of a uptick in opponent than what we're used to. So that's a good boost. Georgia, they want to beat the shit out of us. That's why we're there. And then rematch against North Texas, because I think it would be fucking fun. Then we get the bye week. We get to take on the Sun Belt defending champions in West Virginia, too. Okay, even better. We then get to host the, I was about to say the Royal Marching Dukes. God, that's the band kid coming out. We get to host the Dukes in the hideout. We then get to host the Bulldogs, who have just come to the Sun Belt. We then head off to Troy, come back home to take on ULM, which hopefully will be as easy of a game as it was last year. We then get to host our Sun Belt rivals, it's gotten to be, with the one team we have yet to beat, Southern Miss. Then we take on South Alabama, the Raging Cajuns, and that's the end of the season. And it's senior day? Oh, even better. Save. Alright. Let's put together the first little bit of this, and then we'll change some numbers. Holy shit, that's a lot of needs. That's a lot of needs. First things first. Who's interested? Okay, well, linebacker. Matt Skaggs. Love the name, sir. Kane Carter? Some of you, the name is what I'm going for. Matthew Faucha. Or Faucha. Yeah, Faucha. John Ramsey, not to be confused with Jalen Ramsey. Jack Laumia. Huh. Okay, what about a quarterback? I'm just realizing. I am literally just look at all the 3 stars. He actually kind of wants to come here. He kind of fucking wants to come here. We have a 4-star prospect that kind of wants to come here. Is this what it feels like? When you build yourself up? It's crazy. How the fuck am I supposed to pronounce that name? I'll put Dion Muhammad on there. I will put you on there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce your name, sir. I've got to know, are there any 4 stars that actually have interest in us, a running back? None at all, damn it. We're going for him because he wants to be close to home. We're on his board and he wants to be close to home. That's enough to make me go, there's a chance. He's in Arkansas. He wants to be close to home. It's his deal breaker, his proximity. And we're on his board already. That is enough to make me go, there is a chance. If we were like 8th on his board, I probably wouldn't think about it as much. But we're 5th. We're already top 5. There is a chance. There is a chance. No, we've already got Kane Carter up there. Give me John Fine. Give me the player out of Texas. 'Cause I gotta work at least a little bit of our pipelines to give us a chance here. Wide receiver. There's 2 guys in Arkansas. Devin Washington and Devon Bushman. I mean, I'm going to play those 2 immediately because, you know, we are close to them. There's a good chance we can bring them in. I first now want to know, any 4 stars? Nope. Okay. I'm not going to try and fight up for a 4-star if they don't want me at all. If they have interest, then we'll talk. Actually, yeah, put it that way. Put top prospects. Because that'll rank, that'll go by rank, I believe. When I look by interest, it'll be however they're ranked. Yeah, let me go with Cornell Gillian as well. A lot of smaller guys. Not sure I'm a big fan of that. Tackle. Let's... I'll add you to the board because we've got the pipeline. Not a lot of offensive linemen that really want to come here. Let's go Jameson Cheeks. We'll look at you mainly. 2 guards. Ooh, 3-star that's in the pipeline. I'm taking a look. I'll take a look at Jalen Christmas. Because he's in the pipeline, he's got us first. And he might be a sleeper, who knows. Excuse me? We can move you to guard possibly. Maybe. I don't... 283, we can move you to guard. Any intrigue here in the pipeline? I'll put him on the board. I don't think we're going to be in this fight long. The main reason I say it is it's playing time. And I also don't think he's really going to care that much about us once he sees a bigger scholarship come in. I'm putting him on the board, but I'm definitely going to focus on the other guys more so. Alright. Defensive tackle. Say we need 1. Got a guy in the Texas pipeline? Okay. Mateo Cortez. We'll put Jason Miner as well. Oh, whoops. Already had Matt Skaggs. Forgot. Here I'm probably going to focus on the guys that are actually high on the interest. More so. I don't like that playing time is such a big deal breaker for a lot of these guys. Some of them may not get the time they want. And that's what I'm worried about. Alright. Mike linebacker. Top 1,000 prospect. Definitely gonna look at him. Not a lot of guys want to come here that are inside, or should say off-ball linebackers. Oh, he's an athlete. Okay. Let me grab an actual just pure linebacker then. Corner. Once again, at least all of these corners have us high on their board. Specifically, number 1. I'm going to go for the top ranked guys. Free safety. Let's go. Yeah, let's go John Ramsey. Even though I'm not really big on the playing time, but backup is gonna be, let's go Marcus Lyle. And 1 strong safety. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He might play free safety just to make sure he gets that playing time. If we can wind up getting him. Coach prestige. Playing style. Proximity to home. You're from Idaho. How is proximity to home good for you? I'll take it, but bruh. Yeah, I'm going to put 3 of them on the board just to have backups at safety. Oh, and I also want a punter that we can redshirt. Sure, this guy out of Wyoming. Give me the punter out of Wyoming. And just because we've had fun today, let's do this on stream. Cortez Mangum. We're offering the scholarship. Hands down. How good is he? Yeah, I don't care that he's not a gem. I don't care that he's not a gem. He's got 80 short off the bat, 79 medium, 91 throw power. I'm happy with that. I would be very happy with that. Yeah. I think he's probably overrated. For his rating, I think he's probably overrated, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I will also check out the other quarterbacks later. I'm not going to worry about anything else right now when it comes to recruiting. You guys will see this. You guys will see the recruiting week 1. Well, I should say week 0. So we'll do that then. Let's do some numbers real quick. What numbers are available is the real question. They were shy. Dang. So you wanted... Yeah, 78. That ain't a pass rusher number, my guy. That's not a pass rusher number, no. Also, we have to set captains. We have to set captains. Oh, I can't change your number because you're a real player. I forgot. You're a real player. I can't change your number. Forgot about that. You're a real human being. Forgot. Well, 78 is not a pass rusher number in my opinion, but that's okay. For you it will be. Yeah, I want to change that 70. That's definitely not a number I want you to be wearing. I want you to wear a better number, Weaver. Given you might actually see snaps, you need a better number. Also, we need to check everybody's caps. I forgot about that. And turns out Weaver's caps are fucking insane. He'll be very decent with his power, but his finesse is where everything is. He can get stronger, he can get quicker, he can stop the run better, he can get smarter. Dude, Monte Weaver's got the world in front of him. I forgot I wanted to change your number because I didn't like 70. No, 60s are offensive line numbers. You haven't proven you deserve 0. Give me 40. 40's starting to become like the numbers in the 40s are starting to become pass rusher numbers. I like that. Yeah, no, Neil, if you're going to play in base sets, you got to wear a number better than 93. You got to wear an off-ball linebacker number. You can get better in pass coverage. You're going to wear something in the 50s. Yeah, go 50. Straight 50. I'm just looking at numbers right now just to see if there's any numbers I really badly want to change. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to make you feel better, AJ. Currently, you are 18. That's not a bad kicker number. You know what number you're really going to wear? Because you're going to be important to this team. You're going to allow us to get points. You're going to wear 0. You can't wear 0, which sucks. Because you're an offensive player. That's why. Okay, you can keep 18. Yeah, kickers are looked at as offensive players, so I forgot. You can't wear 0. It's taken. I'm good with 30 there. 12, 4. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change anybody's number. If I can I give you a number in like the 20s? Like, I don't hate 30. Ooh, 21. 21? Okay. I need I need 2 offensive captains. I need 2 defensive captains. And I need a special teams captain. Currently, our captains are Jaden Hamilton. Offensively, who was our other captain? Oh, Shaq was our other captain. Defensively, it was Buddy Gordon and Little Mac last year. And then special teams wise, it was Jeremy Oliver. Are we changing our captains? Falcon, Hamilton. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to give Hamilton the captain's patch because I don't know who's playing quarterback right now. Okay. The people have voted. Technically, we can have 3 captains on one side of the ball. So maybe I'll just give him the captain's patch. And Shaq will keep his. I believe that's how it works. I forgot you have normal development. Let's see. Is that how it works? Yep. Alright. So, real quick depth chart setup. As of right now, Hamilton will be our starter. I'm going to take these guys into practice, and one of them's going to start. The other's going to be on the bench to start the year. We'll see. Running back. It is going to be Eric Wells leading with Cantu as the starters. I'm going to give the nod right now to Eric Wells. We'll see where it goes from there. James McNeil will see snaps, but right now I think these two are the starters. Fullback, it's all Bush. As for wide receiver, Falcon and Miller will be on the outside. And legitimately, I think that's the way it's going to look, with JCP and Berardi at the bottom of the main depth chart, but they're at the top of the slot depth chart. So tight end. This really doesn't matter, because a lot of this is going to change based on formation and things like that. So this does not matter. What you are seeing here does not matter right now. Left tackle. I do not know who's starting a left tackle right now. Right now they're saying Tommy Holm. I don't know. It might be Giorgio Jenkins. He's our best pass blocker. I'm very unsure who's starting at left tackle. Somebody's going to, and we'll figure it out. I don't know. All I can tell you is Mormon will start at center, and the rest of the way will be figured out somehow. We will have the best 5 available playing. I can guarantee you of that. Your starting ends. It's going to be Deron Reed at one side. And I think on the other side, you're probably going to have Fabian Vines or Kellen Jepson. I'll see in practice how they play, but I think there's definitely a chance that Vines can beat out Jepson. Tackle. I mean, it's Sterling and Chevalier. You'll probably see Muto in more of the rush sets, maybe, but we'll see. Neil Joseph will play in the base. He'll play in the base. Oh, they have Chase Taylor starting at will. That's interesting. That might actually be our setup there initially. Or Sarkisian, but that actually might be a better setup in the base sets. Either way, Chase Taylor will be our sub linebacker to start the year. Corner. It's going to be Quaysheed Scott and Zach Field. Behind them, who knows? Practice is going to tell me a lot there. Free safety, Aster Alinari. He's the only guy with experience on the team. So, Little Mac, going to be starting there, strong safety. AJ Matlock is our kicker for the long haul. Jeremy Oliver, the punter. Kick returner, it'll be Ryunosuke Woods and probably Berardi. Behind them, I'll figure it out. Punt returner, same situation. Kickoff specialist, probably going to be AJ Matlock. I get why I should probably go Oliver, but I like the power. So, might be Matlock. Third down back. The third down back will be Ryunosuke Woods. Cantu's the backup there with McNeil's our, emergency third down back. Power back. It's Niles. No real surprise there. And I will put McNeil's like our number 2 in that role. Slot receiver. Where is JCP? How dare you not have him at the top there? And then I will put Brown in that 3 spot. Left end, this is changing. They're definitely not pass rushing. Rush tackles. We could see a guy like D'Angelo Coco or Monty Weaver play inside on pass rushing downs, so that could happen. Sub linebacker, you're probably going to see Chase Taylor as the starter there. Slot receiver or slot corner. That's going to change week to week. It's going to heavily depend on who we're playing, where their number 1 receiver is going to be located, and I'll take it from there. Nose tackle. I'm not sure. Probably Sterling, just because he's overall our best tackle, but I could put a different guy there for the time being. I'm not sure exactly. Gadget-wise, it's JCP, Berardi, and Woods. They're our best, gadget players. So that right now is the start of the depth chart. Things will definitely probably change before week 1. And speaking of week 1, I'm going to try, or I should say week 0, I'm going to try to get it out around Wednesday, hopefully. But I am going to be focused on trying to get Raiders started. So, at best, Wednesday. At worst, next Friday. But with that, that brings us to the end of this one. We have concluded Season 2. We have a very interesting team in front of us. We've become a 1-star program, and 3-star and even 1 singular 4-star players actually want to commit to our team, it looks like. This is a whole new era for the Bandits. So I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, I'll upgrade him off stream. Because I always look at stuff when it comes to upgrading. So, I'll be upgrading him off stream. I gotta figure out exactly where I'm gonna put those points. If I want to do them more so into recruiting or focus on stuff like tactician. Because I think, let me see what if I can afford it already. Ooh, I can get motivator already. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with those first 30 points. Okay. From there now, who knows what I'm going to do. I have to look into what I feel like's right to go to. But with that, Dash, Jaren, Adisic, Eagles, appreciate all you guys being here. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube or Twitch, I appreciate you too. It's going to be a very interesting year. This is either going to be a very good year or very disappointing compared to last year. One of the two. We're either going to, challenge for that Sun Belt title, or we are going to be a massive disappointment. It's not going to be any other way. It's one of the two, I feel like, with the way this team is right now. With that, appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.